Hi everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Beauty. My name is Valentina Arjona in case you're new to my channel, and today I'm going to show you a great technique to cover acne. This technique is amazing if you suffer from acne, but it's also going to be very helpful if you're a makeup artist and you want to learn how to cover acne in a more natural way, because I see a lot that people that suffer from acne tend to go straight for a full coverage foundation and just put a mask on and make sure that there's no natural skin peeking through. And in theory this works, you don't see the acne, you don't see the imperfection, but it doesn't make the skin look better. Does that make sense? It looks more like a mask than natural skin, and in my opinion it's more uncomfortable. And so today I'm going to show you a way to correct those imperfections without masking your whole face. If you're interested in this, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this one. I myself suffer from acne. This is me 2 years ago, so I know this can get a lot worse, but either way this works to show you the technique, and it will work for you even if you have way worse acne or if you have less. Okay, so I'm going to start by applying foundation, and I've told you this before, but I'm going to say it again. We're going to use foundation to even out our skin tone, to make it look more even, and you want to make sure that you're matching it to your chest, not just your face, but it doesn't have to be a full coverage foundation. I am actually a true believer that you should use more of a sheer low coverage foundation to cover acne, because in the areas that you have good skin, you're going to be able to show that, and it's going to give the illusion that you have a more natural overall foundation instead of covering the whole thing. Today I'm going to use the Fit Me Matte from Maybelline. This is the matte and poreless. I wouldn't say this is a low coverage foundation, but we're going to use it in a more sheer way. I'm going to show you how in a minute. And the rest of the tutorial is going to be in a voiceover, because I am filming this for my Spanish channel as well, because I feel it's such a great technique that everyone should know about it. Let's just start. This is the kind of brush that we're going to use for our base. This is the setting brush from Real Techniques. I love this brush. I love most of the Real Techniques brushes, to be honest, because it's not very dense. It's going to let us pick enough product to apply, but it's not going to leave us with a full coverage base. Just blend your foundation all around your face, cover everything that you need to cover, but remember that we're not trying to remove any pimple, we're not trying to cover any imperfection. We just want to even out the skin tone, make your skin look better and more even, but don't even think about your pigmentation or your acne, any of that. See how everything starts to make sense once you have the foundation on. Your whole skin looks better, but it's not actually covering your skin, so you can see skin through, you can see a little bit of redness underneath, freckles, your actual skin tone, and that's going to be very good, because that way you're not masking your face and people will think that you're wearing just a tiny bit of makeup. In your brain that means that you just have perfect skin, because if you wear little makeup that means there's nothing to cover, and that's kind of like the illusion that we want to give. I am going to use now the Flawless Hollywood filter from Charlotte Tilbury. You can replace this for any kind of liquid highlighter. I would suggest though avoid anything that has actual particles of glitter in it. That's just my preference. And I'm going to use this to give that healthy glow from within to the skin. So I'm going to apply it in the highest points of my cheeks, in the highest points of my face, just where the light will naturally reflect on my skin, and that's going to give it a healthier look. But if you have acne in one of these areas, I would say definitely avoid putting highlighter on it, because as you know, we can cover color but we can't cover texture, and highlighting this area will just bring attention to the texture. So if this is the problem that you have a pimple where your highlighter would go, just avoid this area. Okay, and now we go for concealer. So here are 3 different kinds of concealer. 2 are liquid concealers, and there's also this one over here. This is a palette from MAC, but you can find them in different versions. There's one very good one, the Dermacolor. Those are concealers that have very high pigmentation without using a lot of product. And that's what you want, because you don't want to put a lot of product in your skin. You want everything to be as flat and as thin as possible. I am now applying just concealer highlighter under my eyes, and I'm clearly avoiding to talk about it, but I really want to focus on covering imperfections such as acne, pigmentations, or things in the skin and not under the eyes. If you want a video about covering things under your eyes, dark circles or things like that, just let me know down in the comments. Okay, so for pinpoint concealing, I really like to use eye and lip brushes. Things like these, flat brushes that are tiny, those synthetic detailed brushes for the eyes. Usually concealer brushes tend to be very big, and it just doesn't make sense to do something so detailed with such a big brush. I do like to use a blending brush, an eye blending brush like this one that is very soft, just to diffuse the edges of the concealer. So what we're going to do is basically with the flat concealer brush or lip brush, whatever you want, you're just going to apply that concealer on top of the imperfection you want. So this could be one little pimple, or it could be a big area such as pigmentation. So you want to just apply the concealer where you need it and then blend the edges. It's very important that you use a concealer that matches your foundation, your skin tone. So this is not the concealer that you're going to use to highlight under your eyes. This is a concealer that has to blend perfectly with your foundation. So it doesn't have to really be the exact shade. I mean, if it's possible, go ahead. But we also have different colors in our skin naturally, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that you're blending very well those edges where you can't actually see a transition of the color. Yeah, even if it's not the same color, just make sure it's not very different. And yes, this does take a little bit more time than just applying a full coverage foundation, but it's also going to give you a better look. With this technique, you want to start slow, so apply a thin layer, see when you finish how it looks, if you need a second layer in some of the imperfections. And this is what I'm doing here, basically just applying a layer and then applying a little bit more where I need it. And I think you're going to be able to see here that in the pimple that I have more texture, I end up applying a little bit of the cream concealer that tends to be thicker concealer, just because the liquid concealer wasn't enough. So you can layer your products to achieve certain look. Same what I'm doing here with my pigmentation. I am putting a little bit of concealer that has a little bit more of a pink tone underneath, just to cancel the color out. And on top, I'm just applying the same liquid concealer that I was using in my pimples, and instead of blending it with the brush, I am blending it with my finger, just because this is a bigger area. I want the product to melt a little bit, and this was the cream concealer. So, but in the end, all the edges I'm going to blend with the brush. This is a very simple technique. You just need to be patient and use the right tool for you. In a pimple like this, it's better for me to use a brush that is very pointy, tiny, and that's going to apply the concealer where I need it, and just use the bigger blending brush to blend the edges without touching the actual pimple. When you're finished concealing, you're now going to set that concealer. This is very important. I love using a loose setting powder for this. I go in with a smaller brush and just put the powder on top with tapping motions, pressing in, but very soft, so you don't want to move anything underneath, and tapping motions. You don't want to sweep or buff anything on top of the concealer. And with this kind of powder, you only need to set where you have the concealer. So if you want to avoid the rest of your face, yes you can, or you can use a different powder to set the rest of your face if you feel that's better. I just think that these kind of powders are better to set concealer and to make it last longer. And I also like using a translucent powder just to make sure I'm not applying any more color. You can definitely use a powder with a little bit of color if that's what you want, but make sure that the color is matching the rest of your face, or that you're going to powder the rest of your face. This is the end result without applying any other kind of makeup. This is why I tell you it looks very natural. Yes, you can see texture, but that's just a different thing. We can't do anything about that, but the overall look is very natural and the skin just looks healthy. After this base, you can apply your makeup as you usually would. Just keep in mind that if you're going to apply makeup in an area that you concealed, just do it gently and maybe with tapping motions, that way you don't move anything that you put underneath. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. If you like this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to love this one over here. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you try this technique and if it works for you. See you in the next one. Bye!